Good morning, students. As we have started with the 9th standard science, the chapter tissues. We completed with the plant tissues and began with the animal tissues. We discussed animal tissues classified in 4 types, right? So till the connective tissue we have started. In the connective tissue, different types will come. In that, today let us study about the fluid connective tissue. As you know, students, in the previous class we have discussed, depending upon the nature of the matrix, whether the matrix is solid, jelly type, or it is liquid in nature, means fluid in nature. So depending upon that, we find different types of a connective tissue, right? So first 2 types we have completed in our previous video. So today the fluid connective tissue. With the name only you can understand fluid means what is the nature of matrix, students? The matrix is liquid in nature. The matrix is liquid in nature, right? So because of that, this connective tissue is called as the fluid connective tissue. Which is the fluid connective tissue of our body, students? The fluid connective tissue of our body is blood and lymph. Blood and the lymph. Let us study one by one. The first one is about the blood. You know about human circulatory system. What is circulatory system? You find the arteries, veins, capillaries, so different types of the blood vessels you find through which there is a flow of the blood. So you are going to call it as human circulatory system, correct? So blood is the one which is fluid in nature, which is liquid in nature, and it will flow throughout our body, right? So blood comes under a type of connective tissue, that is fluid connective tissue. So what the blood is having? The blood is having a matrix, right? The fluid matrix it has. The matrix of the blood, it is called plasma. The matrix of the blood is called as the plasma, right? So plasma is having different types of proteins, hormones, so many things will present. So blood, it is liquid in nature, it will flow throughout our body and transports many substances. What substances it will transport, students? It will transport the oxygen, it will transport the digested food, means the food which is in the form of a glucose, that it will transport. It will transport many types of the hormones, right? And it will bring back the waste materials, carbon dioxide and other waste materials, it will bring it back. So all this transportation of materials to each and every cell of the body, that is the function of the blood. And this blood is having the plasma. Plasma, it is fluid in nature, straw color, light yellow in color. 90% of the water, remaining you find the other substances in the plasma. Okay. So in the plasma, you find 3 types of blood cells. In the plasma, we find 3 types of blood cells. The blood cells are called as blood corpuscles. These are called blood corpuscles, or you can call them as the blood cells. Right, students? So which are all the blood cells? There are 3 types. The first one, red blood corpuscles. You can use the word corpuscles or the cells. That is RBC. Second one, white blood corpuscles called as WBC. And the third type is platelets. Like this we have 3 types of blood cells our body, in the blood. The first one is RBC, red blood cells you can call, or you can call it as red blood corpuscles. So red blood corpuscles, as the name says, it is having a pigment called as hemoglobin. It is having a pigment. Hope the whole full board you can cover, students. Yes. So it is called as hemoglobin. So in our RBC we find a pigment. That pigment is called hemoglobin, which gives red color, and that is what our blood is red in color. Okay. And this hemoglobin is mainly having the iron content. What is the function of RBC then? RBC helps in transportation of the gases. The main function of RBC is, let me write it here, students. The main function of RBC is transportation of oxygen, you can say, or you can say as a transportation of gases. Transportation of oxygen is the main function of the RBC. So how many we find, what is the structure, that all in detail next year again you have, students, there you are going to discuss. Okay. White blood corpuscles, these are colorless one, and very important function we find, WBC will provide, they will fight against the diseases in our body. Take down, what is the function of WBC? WBC, defense and immunity. Their main function is defense and immunity. Nowadays, I guess you might have heard many times, if your immunity is good, you are not getting any type of the viral infections, right? So what is that? The WBC of your body, if they are in sufficient number and they will fight against the diseases, then you are free from infections. So these are the soldiers of our body. So they will give you the defense. Any virus, any foreign object enters our body, they will fight, they will protect our body. So that is the meaning. They will defend the body and they will provide immunity to us. That is the main function of WBC. Okay. Coming to the platelets. What is the function of platelets? Clotting of the blood. Clotting of blood is the main function. Clotting of the blood. See, students, while playing in the ground, you are going to fall down. What happens? A small injury is there to your hand or to your leg. Within fraction of seconds, the blood will stop. Right? So what happens? The platelets of our body, they will secrete some of the fiber-like fibrinogen. So fiber-like they will form and they are going to clot your blood. They will stop your bleeding. Right? So that is the main function of the platelets, that is clotting of the blood. Right, students? So these are the three types of cells of our blood. RBC, these are also called as erythrocytes. Right here, erythrocytes. WBC are also called leukocytes. Erythrocytes and the leukocytes. Right, students? So this is a connective tissue called as the blood. There is one more, students, that is the lymph. Next type of fluid connective tissue is the lymph. So lymph is like blood, but it is not the blood, students. It is one of the colorless fluid. It is a colorless fluid. Blood, what happens? Because of hemoglobin, it is red in color. Here RBC are absent, so you don't find the color. It is a colorless. And the lymph will not flow through the blood vessels. It is also a fluid, but it will not flow through the blood vessels. It is having a particular vessels in our body. Those are called lymph vessels. It will flow through the vessels and those are called as lymph vessels. It is having the WBC, students, means WBC type of the cells. Even it is having, its main function is to fight against the diseases. Okay, so remember, if WBC are present means defense and immunity. Again, lymph will provide us defense and immunity to our body. So that is the main function of the lymph. Along with the defense and immunity, it helps in the transportation of the materials. How our blood will transport, no? Like that, even lymph helps to transport the materials, like transportation of oxygen, bringing back the nitrogenous waste materials, carbon dioxide, in that also it takes part. Okay, so this is about the lymph. So let me repeat once again. So lymph is a colorless fluid. It will not flow through the blood vessels, it flows through the lymph vessels. Right? So it is not having the RBC, means certain cells and proteins what present in our blood are absent in case of the lymph. So lymph is having the WBC type of the cells, so they will provide us the defense mechanism, protection of our body. So immunity, protection is the main function of this lymph and transportation of materials also. Right, students? So this is about the fluid connective tissue. In the next class, we'll begin with nervous tissue, that is the fourth type of animal tissues. Right? Take down today's home assignment. Mention the functions of RBC, WBC, platelets and the lymph. Finish your work, students. Remaining we will discuss in our next class. Right? Thank you. Have a good day.
As you know, students, in our body we have one other system other than blood vessels, that is the lymphatic system, which helps to remove the waste material from our body. As you can see, throughout the body we find the lymphatic system. In all parts of the body we find. So lymphatic vessels are having three important functions. It is one of the colorless fluid with the three duties. The first one, it contains WBC called lymphocytes, which are used to fight infection. The second one acts as a one-way drainage system, means transporting fluid from the body tissue into the blood circulation. The third one, it gets rid of the waste products produced by the cells. As the blood circulates in the body, plasma leaves the blood vessels and travels into the body tissues, passing oxygen, food to the cells. This plasma becomes tissue fluid and surrounds all the body tissues and then collects the waste products and excess water and toxins. So 90% of the fluid passes back into the blood circulatory system. The 10% left behind is known as the lymph. So as you can see, that left behind will pass through the lymph vessels. It will enter the lymphatic system and it will be out from the body. So this lymph is having lymph nodes, So lymph vessels are there and they will pass the waste products into the bloodstream.